Manchester United kick off the 2024-25 season on Saturday against Manchester City in the Community Shield. This game represents what is ultimately a glorified friendly, but with silverware and bragging rights on offer, Erik Ten Hag will be desperate for a repeat of May 25th. However, two major injuries during pre-season have left United thin in certain areas, with both Leny, Yoro and Rasmus Hojlund out for extended periods. But now, Ten Hag has confirmed that these are not the only players facing an absence from Wembley on Saturday afternoon. Speaking with the media on Thursday for his pre-match press conference, Ten Hag brought bad news for fans in the form of 4 more potential absentees. Let's listen to the manager explain the situation.
Erik, you okay? Could you just update us on injuries within your squad ahead of this game? Obviously, Harry Maguire missed the game against Liverpool. I just wondered how he was and how everybody else is.
Harry Maguire missed the game, yeah, it was a precaution. But there's still a question mark for Saturday. So we have a training. We have to see whether he's fit enough or not to be available.
What about Victor?
Victor, yeah, he played, but also he's a question mark, and also Asa and Luke Shaw, they are also both question marks. We have to assess them tomorrow.
Just in terms of the players who didn't go to the USA, who played in the Euros and Copa America, how easy will it be for them to play in a game at Wembley on Saturday?
That is individual based, and every has a different background. We all put them on off-season programs, but they have all different starts as well in the pre-season. In the weeks we were in the USA, so from individual to individual, we will assess them and then make a decision whether they start or they come from the bench or they don't play.
Sorry, I was just thinking that if there are doubts over Harry and Victor, like, is Martinez able to play central defence, or would you have to look at another option?
No, we think about Licha to be involved in the game.
This is a significant blow and leaves just 3 senior defenders fit, with Tyrell Malaysia also absent. There was some good news though, with Ten Hag admitting he is of the thinking that Lisandro Martinez will play in the game. Luke Shaw having emerged as a doubt for the Community Shield comes as no surprise. It was always asking a lot for Luke Shaw to be fit for this weekend's Community Shield match against City at Wembley, with just 1 week of training behind him. And while Shaw was pictured in a small training group this week, he was not seen amid training photos released by the club earlier on. Erik Ten Hag has now confirmed Shaw is a doubt for the Community Shield, along with 3 other first-team players, in addition to the injuries we already know about. Manchester United supporters are not a happy bunch right now with this news. Tyrell Malaysia is still sidelined, not expected back for another 2 months. So, once again, United are heading into a major game without a senior left-back. It's a situation the club are well used to, but a hugely frustrating one. And this is made worse by the fact Luke Shaw started the Euro 2024 final for England just 1 month ago. On one hand, the game is just the Community Shield, and Luke Shaw has had just a week's worth of training, if that. Throwing him straight in would be an error which could make his situation worse. Yet, United fans are fed up with Luke Shaw's injury record. He has not played a first-team game since February and suffered 4 different injuries last season. United pays Shaw's wages, and the responsible thing to do would have been not to go away to Euro 2024 and focus on his rehabilitation at United in order to undergo a full pre-season. This has not actually helped Harry Maguire, who is also out with injury, but Shaw's case is slightly different, with his troubled injury history now dating back a decade. Ten Hag did not specify whether the likes of Kobbie Mainoo and Alejandro Garnacho will play, so we assume that they will be in action. With the 4 injuries in mind, selecting a backline seems quite simple for Ten Hag with just 4 options to choose from, assuming none of the 4 end up beating fitness tests. Diogo Dalot will likely start at right back, making his return from a prolonged holiday after Euro 2024. Meanwhile, in central defence, Johnny Evans looks set to start alongside Martinez, who is fresh off Copa America glory and will want another medal. Left back is a little trickier with Shaw being assessed on Friday, but if he is not fit to play, then it could be that Harry Amass is handed his full debut. The 17-year-old impressed during pre-season for United and has more than earned his place in the team, although ideally Shaw will play. Meanwhile, Manchester United continue to chase midfield additions and may make a surprise move to sign Burnley ace Sander Berge. Erik Ten Hag has bolstered the spine of his Manchester United squad this summer. Joshua Zirkzee was first in from Bologna before United raided Lille to sign wonderkid defender Leny Yoro. Those are two exciting deals for the future at Old Trafford, but United do also need to retool the midfield options. Casemiro endured a concerning campaign last season, and Sofiane Amrabat has returned to Fiorentina. Scott McTominay continues to be linked away, and it's unclear whether Christian Eriksen will have a big role this season. United must add at least one midfield option, and Paris Saint-Germain's Manuel Ugarte appeared to be the key target. Reports suggest that United have now backed away from Ugarte and could look elsewhere. United now appear to be targeting Burnley player Sander Berge, and reports claim that he is excited about a potential move. Burnley want around £30 million for Berge, whereas United are keen to pay in the region of £20 million. The former Sheffield United ace has been on United's radar for a while now, going back to the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer days. Berge is just one option for United and would be much cheaper than Ugarte after suffering relegation with Burnley. United continue to look to France though, and talks to sign Monaco's Youssouf Fofana have been initiated. Palmeiras ace Richard Rios is on the United radar too after shining for Colombia at Copa America this summer. United continue to chase Frenkie de Jong too, and have even approached the Barcelona midfielder over a potential move. De Jong is an unlikely addition, but United may see value in signing Tua Berge for Fofana Rios for less than Ugarte or de Jong would cost on their own. Berge is a name to keep close tabs on, and if a deal does materialise, you can be sure that Solskjaer will be a fan of the move. What do you make of United's injury situation right at the beginning of the season? And which other players would you tip for a move to Manchester United? Share your thoughts in the comments below.